Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. It's time for more Imperium Universalis, where apparently Magda's having some troubles. They'll be fine, I'm sure. Speaking of, what are you up to? Iraqan separatists? Okay, so first off, we have to deal with the Iraqan separatists, who are probably going to rise up somewhere nearby, so we'll move you guys here so you can always be one province away. Then Vatsa and Kashi. And Hara, setting border conquest. And it looks like you guys beat me to it. Good job. I mean, I'll take this province. We'll see what happens. I doubt much will come of that now, though. At any rate. Then the Angin separatists. There's the Democratic rebels who are pissed off we have no food. There we are. That's fine. We're very good at handling corrupt societies. Oh, perfect. Okay. Good, they were in combat for it, so... yeah, there we are. Now, we've got work to do. Alright. We've talked about this before, but we need to go and acquire, at the very least, the border provinces here. Kashi and Vatsa. No food supplies happen to us, as they tend to. Alright. Yeah, we got... that'll be an easy fight. Well, they're attacking the fort, so let's make this quick. Let me have a look at that morale again. Damn, 1.8 versus 1.3. And on top of that, we're apparently less technology than these rebels. The hell? I don't know. There we are, finally. Okay. Or, no. They'll head there. They'll head there. Okay. Policy effects, no food supplies. Good. Hey, we can invest in Admin Tech 3 for another 5 states. Of course, like I said, we're not making states anymore. We can't afford to make states. We don't have enough food to make states. Well, congratulations. Alright. There's still been pretty much no peep of an actual coalition forming against us. Alright. So Avanti will also aid them. Is that so? Honestly, it's still better. Because they also... Vaji, Trigarta, Gandhara. I mean, Avanti isn't that scary. Minor nuisance, perhaps, but... there we are. Yep. And they just collapse, right? No. They managed to not collapse? That's concerning as all hell. Can't. Stupid fort in the way. Alright. I'll begin the fort sieges either way. Damn. Ow. Yeah, have to be careful, I guess. Alright. Either way, let's start fleshing out peace deals here. Specifically trade goods. I don't care much for your lead, though that's pretty sweet. Yeah. Arkan is also potentially a member of a coalition now. Be careful with that. They're taking one hell of a long way around. We got forts covering the whole border here. I don't know where the hell you're going. Alright. Diplomatic technology. Nice little bit of corruption reduction. Always helpful. Alright. If they what? That has to be like an assault on our fort or something. No way. You're taking over here. Alright. Looks like we're changing where we're headed. Really? You guys are doing that, huh? Alright. You know what? Whatever. Imprison them. Okay. Now, we should be capable of victory. Yeah, I was going to say that should have been just fine for us. I guess the last battle just had really bad dice for us or something. I don't know. Alright. So far, nothing out of the ordinary. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Vidabahara would have a problem with this. Very well. Like I said, I don't really want to go much beyond the food. So, I suppose I do have vested interests elsewhere, but even then. Oh, they have hostile fort there as well. Very well. You know what? Do that still. Good, caught them in combat. We do have the -2 penalty here, but we should catch them out here. There we go. And they're finished. So much for their army. Kola broke their alliance with us. Wants my provinces. Well, alright. I've been betrayed by my only long-term ally. The irony, ain't it? Every one of my allies thus far has betrayed me. It's hard to find people who are trustworthy these days, I suppose. Alright, move on to Avanti, I suppose. We haven't heard a peep from anyone else. So I'm not sure what to make of things right now. I think I know what to make of that, though. Move there. Crew's no longer valid rival for Kalinga. There. Yeah, they're gonna go around. That's fine. I mean, they're gonna get, you know, pretty war-weary pretty quick here. There we are. No. Just to make sure. There's no problems at all with these guys. Good. Just wanted to be sure. Alright. So now 82%. Yeah, figured as much. So, as we've talked about, I'm mostly after Vatsa's food. So, religion-wise, let's go. Continue the conversion. Would have been just so much easier to convert to Brahmin. I mean, it's true, but Jainism, that corruption, so good. Just can't say no to corruption reduction, especially in this mod. War exhaustion and corruption reductions are just mwah. Violence is no solution. Alright. So. What? Okay, so is that as much as we can take for this. This seems like it expands the coalition a fair bit. Although that's most of the food. Magda don't care. Okay, so. Minus 60, so Avanti would join the coalition potentially. Vidabara. Yeah, minus 62, so just a little too much, I'm afraid. Minus 60, so Kuru, there's our problem. Very well. How about just this? Kuru does not approve. How does Kuru feel about this? Kuru accepts. In total, nobody else will join this coalition. Except those already in it, and, well, we're significantly weakening them. So, that's fine. Alright. So, 677. 791. Nice. So, about 120 dev right there. The Empire grows. Guru, minus 44. Alright. I mean, they're basically my main reason I can't expand too much farther. Although I do plan to, at the very least, try and even out my borders here. Got a lot to take in order to do that. This is our planned empire, basically. Yeah. But that's alright. Not everything comes to fruition immediately. Alright. Yeah, Erdogan will soon be giving up as well. So we've been fabricating claims on you, or prepping to. Let's get to that. If we can get your border provinces. Hell, we have claims on you. Shouldn't be too hard to just finish these guys off without much more than a peep from Kuru at a wager. Far enough away, different culture group. It's enough. This is basically the coalition territory. A reduction of that is ideal. Alright. Yeah. Because they're gonna try and fight back someday. Of course they will. Why wouldn't they? So, 791 ain't bad. Though, we do need to get to 1500 to become a large state. And then 1900 for an empire. Unfortunately, that's currently bugged out. It's supposed to be 800 and 1100 for these promotions, but something's gone wrong in the mod. Let's be honest here. Considering what we've already run into, a lot of things have gone wrong with this mod. But that's alright. It's still pretty fun to play, I think. Yeah, gotta get... So much to take, eh? Vaji. In that case, it's worth me fabricating claims on Kosala as well. Co-belligerent status will help. Because then I can just take almost the entire goddamn thing with claims. That will help limit it. All power cost -2. Respectable. Alright. I mean, considering I haven't actually unpaused from starting these cores, although I don't think that actually will change the value of them. It's something. Alright. Vaji. Alright. So as we talked about, begin building a spy network in Kosala. And it's finally time to put down the Magda Empire. In history, they were the victors of this region, and indeed of all of India for many, many, many years. But finally, this day, we put an end to their empire and their dreams of fulfilling their historical birthright. Indeed. New power emerges. Is Defender of the Faith worth it? I mean, it is +1 yearly prestige, pile of morale on armies. We're the only Jain. Although I don't expect to remain Jain forever. I'm pretty certain around, I think in the classical period, yeah, there's the Sramana tradition or whatever. Where it's going to be like, convert to Buddhism. And you get shit. And I'll be like, yeah, sure, let's convert to Buddhism. Well, 55 days. And without a whimper. Kuru, you have a slight problem with it. I don't think it's enough for me to worry, though. Considering Kuru has absolutely just fallen to a slave revolt. I don't think they're capable of me caring anymore. But they've crossed over into the threatened zone. Alright. War and peace. Look. Our karma. It doesn't matter. It's not changing. Valsali. Nope. Alright. We just need to take the north now. Alright. Which... Oh yeah, states, provinces. This is basically our map of war goal here. You know, diplomacy. There we are. Basically our plan. Green versus red. Alright. I mean, it'll be quite an empire once it's done. And right now I'm going to be mostly counting on the fact that no one's going to care what happens to Vaji. Too much anyway. Unexpected amount of taxes. 50 admin power, please. Thank you. Kuru's not going to be joining a coalition. They're too busy fighting enslaves. And losing. Slave revolts are the worst. There's a reason we got rid of slavery. It's just not worth the problem. Kalingan. Send soldiers. I mean, we barely use manpower. Citizen soldiers don't require... Apparently, Ba is our new rival. As is Vaji. Violence is no solution. Oh, hi. We've discovered China. As I say, Ba, that sounds oddly Chinese. Mostly because it's less than 4 letters, of which pretty much most of the Chinese cliques are. Yeah. This is pre-unification China. I guess Ba is getting somewhere. Dictatorship, wow. Never gonna form the Celestial Empire that way. The Qin. Gojoseon. Alright. But I mean, that's fine. So, we just need to press on up here. So, Kuru gave up. Do they have slaves by the looks of it? Collapsed. Alright. Announced Kalinga's arrival, yep. 28. Yeah, I mean, I started with the one province that mattered. I guess Jade actually matters a hell of a lot. So we want that as well. Like I said, I'm just kind of banking that nobody is going to care what happens to Vaji. Kirata. Welcome back, Kirata. I'm glad to see you've managed to spawn forth. Alright. And that, for the most part, most of my aggressive expansion is going to come from here. If I just sort of, you know, wipe this area off, nobody's really going to notice or care. Which I think is probably accurate. Kuru might start to care, but here's the trick. I'm destroying so much of the coalition as I go here that it doesn't matter anymore. If they care. Because they start standing alone. If the coalition just ends up being those 4, well, what kind of coalition is it? Man. Kosala's throwing counter-espionage my way. Chedian separatists. Not surprising. Alright, rich harvest. Good. Rat plague. Well, that's gonna hurt. That's most of our food produced. Oh. Oh, yeah. Soon we'll be able to build the library, which can only be built in our capital. But importantly, idea cost minus 5%. It's a great global modifier from the building. And we are trying to, you know, push up our admin tech pretty much as fast as we can. Ah, there they are. Done. Alright. But yeah. Like, the amount of states we can have is pretty much just capped by food right now. Appears even with the rat plague, we're still fine. Remove Arakan from the map. It's on my to-do list. Very well. They're revolting. Very well. In the meantime, down to Solid, because we need to build a new building here. The library. Eventually we can get the Great Library, which is even better, but for now just the regular library. 5% idea cost. It's 500 gold, but well worth it. Tosali is going to be a great capital. Oh, whoops. I stopped paying attention. I, for some reason, thought that the rebels were taken care of. My mistake. Okay, start fixing these problems. Before we lose any more control. These guys have already suffered enough damage, unfortunately. Oh, wait, these aren't... Never mind, you guys can keep going. You're not going to, but you in theory can. Alright. We can't drive any that are citizen soldiers / banners too low. If they hit 0, they die. And then we have to pay the corruption rate. Raise them, that's no fun. So, try and avoid it where we can. Kosala, you try and resist so hard. Just go quietly into the night. I promise it will be swift and painless. Alright. Yeah. You guys need, like, Condottery? No. Never mind. Alright. Ooh, we almost have enough for a second thing of splendor. That's no solution. Which will probably end up being archaic. Holy fuck. Alright. You guys here, you guys here. Okay, 22nd of May, 20th of May, 26th of May. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Close enough. Close enough. So. Ow. Yeah, we have to do this in unity here. When we have to use the army like that, ow. Thank God you guys are not the ones I really needed to keep high up. Alright. Jesus, a lot of revolts today. I'm always checking the name of the revolt before I, like, fight them. I'm still just a little bit paranoid we're going to find another revolt group that crashes my game. Because I'm just paranoid, I guess. Cool. Alright. Looks good. There's the Brahmin revolt. These guys. The Brahmin and the Vangans. Damn. Alright. Punish him. General out of the air. No. Not bad. General out of the monarch at this point. He's a general. Alright. So we're getting there. Yeah. Alright. I love how we own a province in, like, all of the states and territories just because of how large they are. There isn't one that, you know, extends beyond without us touching it. Alright. Good. No. Start along here. So we're up to 3. We just need Mithralia now. Good. Well, now it seems like a good time to end today's episode. We've dealt with the majority of the revolts. We're working slowly to acquire this whole religious unity thing. Jainism spreads. Though, I do wonder how much longer we'll remain Jain. I already hear the call of Buddhism. Where all of our Burmese infantry goes. Oh, well, we'll see, I suppose. In the meantime, thank you everybody for watching. I have been your lovely, lovely host, Gilvin, signing off.